Welcome to another video. This video is a sit-down video. I just wanted to chit-chat with you guys about my vision, my goals for 2024. In Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2, it says, "And the Lord answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain upon tablets, that he may run that readeth it." And I want to make my vision plain. I want to write it down, so to speak, during this video so that I can refer back to it throughout the year and use this as a guide to help me to get through 2024. I have some other videos that I want to share with you guys regarding how we can make 2024 the best year ever, as well as some things that I learned in 2023 that will help guide me into 2024. But for this video, I just want to share with you my vision, my goals, and make it plain. Well, my name is Patrice, The.patrice.denise, and I can now say, I used to say I was on a journey to live a healthy, sustainable lifestyle, but I can say that I am living a healthy, sustainable lifestyle, one day at a time, one step at a time. I am on the medication Mounjaro, many of you know that, and I have been on this medication for over a year now, maybe a year in a month. And this medication helps with managing, controlling type 2 diabetes. It also helps in weight management. So if you're interested in learning more about Mounjaro, then click on the link down below so that you can get an understanding of what Mounjaro is. But I'm just excited to continue to live healthy, do what's good for my body, do what's good for my mind, do what's good for my soul. And I'm so excited to be able to share this with you guys so that we can do this together. So let's just get into what I envision 2024 to look like for me. Well, first of all, I want to say that our theme for 2024 is don't give up. All of 2023, my running theme was stick with it. And I stuck with my exercise, I stuck with doing what was best for my blood sugars, being that I would show you guys my daily blood sugars. And I did that throughout all of 2023. I think the only time I wasn't able to show you guys my blood sugars was when I went to New York with my husband for our anniversary trip, because I left my glucometer at home. But all of 2023, I stuck with that. I stuck with just the healthy habits that I had set in place. I stuck with it and it paid off. So in 2024, I want to continue that on, but I want to say don't give up. So I'm stressing to you guys, don't give up as well. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on the things that you want out of life. Don't give up on your health journey. Don't give up on your career journey. Don't give up on your spiritual journey. Continue to go in 2024 and do not give up on yourself. So I know that you're supposed to have like SMART goals, where SMART goals are specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time specific. So I know all about creating SMART goals. But what I can see for me in 2024 is I do have a few goals that I can incorporate SMART with those more line up with my health goals. But for my other goals, those are more like my vision for 2024. So those may not have a time specific into it, or those may not have numeric numbers with them, but these are just more of my vision, what I want to accomplish in 2024. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into health-wise. What do I want to accomplish in 2024 regarding my health? Well, I want to continue to have an A1C that is within the normal range. And if you don't know what an A1C is, that's your 3-month average of your blood glucose levels. And my current A1C is 5.6, which is under the pre-diabetic range, is in the normal range. Once you get to 5.7, you're now hitting the pre-diabetic range. And so I want to stay under 5.7 throughout 2024. How can I do that? Continue with monitoring my blood sugars, continue to make healthy choices, continue to monitor the carb intakes, and just continue to use my Mounjaro as I need it. And we'll talk about my fitness goals later on, but continuing to move. Those are ways that I can continue to keep that A1C under 5.7. Also for health, my weight goals, I did reach the 160 last week. It was 160.8. By the time you see this video, I'm not sure if I would have weighed again or not. I'm not sure when this video will go out, but my weight goals for 2024 is just to remain under 165. Before I was saying between 165 and 170, but I want to stay under 165 throughout 2024. So if I see that I start to creep back up and go past 165, then I'll start making some changes and look at things and maybe tweak some things. But my goal, that hard stop, that number, and I know the scale is not everything. We talk about that a lot. The scale is not everything, but I just want a way of tracking. So I want to stay under 165 throughout 2024. Y'all help me stay on track with that. Another health goal that I could actually measure would be my waist circumference. So I like to continue to keep track of my waist circumference and staying away from the risk involved in the metabolic syndrome. I'll put some information about the metabolic syndrome in the description box below. But basically, if you're a woman, you would want to stay under 35 inches, as well as keep your blood pressure, your cholesterol, and your blood sugars in check. And that will help you to be out of the risk of being in that having that metabolic syndrome. So my waist circumference, the last time I measured, I didn't measure it today, but the last time I measured was 32 inches. So I want to continue to stay below 33. That will give me that little wiggle room of not being at 35 inches and being at risk for the metabolic syndrome. Now, like I said, there's other factors that go with the metabolic syndrome. That's blood pressure, cholesterol, sugar levels, and I'm maintaining all of those as well. As far as Mounjaro, I plan to continue to stay on the 7.5 milligrams of Mounjaro at least for the next 3 months. Well, 2.5 months, or would it be? Yeah, 2.5 months, because I do have a 3-month supply, and maybe longer than that because I am spacing it out to every 10 days. So I plan to stay on the 7.5 milligrams. And once my next doctor appointment is, I believe it's in May, and then I will chit chat with my provider, and we'll discuss if I should stay at 7.5 or should I go back down to 5, or how would that look moving forward. I will continue to space out my injections every 10 days. The reason I'm spacing it out every 10 days is because I'm moving into maintenance mode. It helps me to save a little bit of coins, and I'm okay with where I'm at right now health-wise. I'll continue to monitor, like I said, and go from there. On the lines of fitness, what I want to do, incorporate for fitness that I haven't already done in 2023, is I want to incorporate more strength training. I know I said that before. I want to incorporate more strength training. I want to continue my cardio and that I do my treadmill. And what I'm going to do with the strength training is I have equipment here. I was thinking that I would need to go to the gym in order to strength train, but I have equipment here. I have dumbbells, I have resistant bands, I have, what else do I have? Weight balls. So I have things here that I can use to strength train, and so I'm going to start using that. And then if as the year continues, if I see that I need to switch things up and dive deeper, then I'll go to the gym and utilize their facilities. But for now, I'm going to start using what I have at home so that I can be able to get that strength training in. But that basically sums up my health goals and what I want to accomplish in my health journey throughout 2024. I do have some more goals that I want to discuss with you guys, and those are more in line with the whole me, the whole Patrice. So first and foremost, my spiritual goals: to be more intimate with Yahweh, with God. I want to study the Bible more. I want to dive deep into women's studies, especially in the Bible. So let me show you. I have some things here that I want to show you related to my other goals. And the first one is this. So I have this chronological life application study Bible. And what I plan to do throughout 2024 is use the resources that I already have in hand, because I have a lot of resources in hand that I haven't been using, and I want to use these resources. But I have this life application study Bible, and I plan to study the woman in the Bible. So before, I studied Ruth, and I enjoyed that. So I want to just pick out all the women in the Bible and read about them and get an understanding about them, and that will help me to dive deeper into the Bible. So like Esther, Ruth, Eve. I do have a book, I'll show you that in a second, to help me to dive more deep into Eve. But just looking at those women in the Bible and getting an understanding of them, that will help me to be able to study more of the Bible and to have that intimate relationship with Yahweh. So that's one of my goals, is to dive into this deeply. How can I do that? more, I can set aside time daily. And what I plan to do is do that in the mornings. So I already do exercise in the morning, and I need to make sure I do my Bible study in the morning as well. I do that by listening to the Bible using the Streetlights app. I also used to listen to sermons and things like that, but I want to actually study the Bible more and more. So I am going to use this. And if I can, I think I got this off of Amazon. So if I can, I'll link it down below if you're interested in it. But I'm going to do that daily so that I can learn about these women in the Bible. And then speaking along the lines of reading more, I have a lot of books in my house. And I need to read these books. I like to buy books, I like to collect books, but I start reading them, and to be honest, I stop and I don't pick them back up, and I want to finish reading. I have a few of them here, or more than a few, that I want to read throughout 2024. Now this could be, you could say this is more of a numerical value because I have this stack of books here and I want to show you each one, and I want to make sure to read each of these books in 2024. So the first one is this book I got from the marriage conference. My friend actually gifted this to me for Christmas. It's called Fight Fair, Winning at Conflict Without Losing at Love. And like I said, if I can find any of these on Amazon, I'll link it down below. But this is a book about conflict. And one thing I like about this book so far is that it says, when we think about conflict, we think about something that's like major, big, and bad. Conflict can be little small things, but that could lead to bigger things. So work demands, use of leisure time, personal habits, finances, parenting decisions. So that's one. This is one book I'm going to read. I already started reading it, and I'm going to continue this in January. And this will be the first book that I read. So I will read that. Okay, Atomic Habits. So I want to read The Fight Fair first because I already started it, but I got to go back to this. So I started Atomic Habits back in, I believe, it was the springtime, I believe, of 2023, and I did not finish. So this is Atomic Habits by James Clear. It's an easy and proven way to build good habits and break bad ones. So this would be great to start 2024 off with, but I want to read that one first, Fight Fair. And then I'm gonna get back with this one, and I'll let you guys know when I start Atomic Habits. So if you want to read it with me, you can. Again, this is a great book. I started reading it, and I just didn't continue with it. Life probably got in the way. I'm not sure what happened, but life probably got in the way, and I just didn't continue with it. But I want to get back into this book as well and read it. This will help to continue habits throughout 2024. And some other books that I have that I just picked up along the way and I want to get back into or read if I hadn't already started it. One is Woman Evolve, and that's by Sarah Jakes Roberts. And this is Break Up With Your Fears and Revolutionize Your Life. And I started reading this too. As you can see, here's the bookmark where I stopped. And I stopped. I have to be more consistent with reading. I love reading and I love the knowledge and the insights that I get from reading, but I just have to continue with it. So I want to get back in this one as well. This is a great book to study in Eve, like I said earlier. So I want to get back into this one as well. And then there's some other books that I have. I have this book. I'm not even sure where I got this book from. I think maybe at a conference or something that I was at, and maybe this author was there. But it's called Deep Book, My Journey to True Inner Peace. And her name is Keisha Edwards Taylor. Like I said, if I find any of these on Amazon, I will link them down below. But I got this. I know she was at a conference that I went to or some type of seminar, and I got this book. And I have never read it or started it, so I want to read this one. This is the book I got. When we went to our anniversary, my husband and I, we were in New York for our marriage anniversary. And this is the book by the Mr. Apollo, the man who, Billy Mitchell, the man who gives the tours at Apollo, and actually he helped frame the Apollo. So I wanted to make sure I read this book because I told my husband, he got a book, he got one also, and I told him, I said, if you get that book, you better read it. And look at me, I didn't even read mine. So I want to make sure I read this in 2024 as well. So this would be a great book too. It says, My Journey from Running Errands for the Stars to Helping Run One of the World's Most Famous Theaters. And all of these books, I believe, will help me just to dive deeper into myself and understand perseverance, understand dedication, and just gaining more insight on how I can be a better person. So I want to read that one. This is Feeding the Soul. I bought this. Did I start this? I started it, but didn't finish. So this is by Tabitha Brown, and I actually got it from Target, as you can see. But if it's at Amazon, I'll link it down below. It's Feeding the Soul because it's my business. Finding our way to joy, love, and freedom. So I want to make sure to get into this book as well and finish it. So all these books that I started, I'm going to start over and just read it from the front to the back. And I'm going to make sure I read it all the way through. And the last one is by Iyanla Vanzant. And it is One Day My Soul Just Opened Up. Let me see. I think I started this one, but I don't have a book. Oh. It came with its own bookmark. So yes, I started reading this one as well. And as you can see, I did not finish. So this is 40 Days and 40 Nights Towards Spiritual Strength and Personal Growth. I love a good self-help book, but I never finished them. So my goal for 2024 is to read. Y'all see how many books I got here? Y'all see? I have to read these books in 2024. I can do that. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if it takes me 2 months to read, or maybe a month and a half to read a book, then that will get me all the way through 2024. So how can I do that? I can dedicate time each day, and I don't want to like be too strict because I don't want to make it where it's kind of impossible. That's one way of, looking at the SMART goals, is you want to be realistic. So I know that I'm not going to be able to read every day, but maybe if I can set aside 15 to 20 minutes every other day, or 15 to 20 minutes Monday through Friday, not necessarily on the weekends, I can get through these books. And then for studying with the Bible, I definitely want to do that every day in the morning so that I can dive deeper into that Bible study with those women in the Bible. All right. So those are just ways that I can be a better me in 2024. Another goal or another vision for myself is I want to journal more. So I want to be able to write down my thoughts and document my thoughts in written form. I am documenting my health journey through this platform, and I'm enjoying it, but I want to be able to have some intimate conversations with myself through journaling. So what I did, and I also did this for my girlfriends for Christmas presents, is I bought this book. It's a prayer journal for women. It's a 52-week spiritual guided prayer notebook for women of God. And I bought this for my sister and my four girlfriends. And then I bought her some pins to go along with it. And so just to be able to journal and reflect on the week and what's to come, so this is how it looks. It gives you a scripture. It gives you some, information to think about right there. And then on this page, it's 52 weeks of this. Then on this page, it has you reflecting. So you reflect and highlights from this topic. And you write, I am thankful for, things on my mind, prayer requests, and prayers answered. So this would be a good way for me to keep track of my thoughts and what's going on with me during that week. So I thought this would be a great way to do that. So I want to journal more in 2024. And another way that I can journal more, just keep track of things, is with this package that I got from a girlfriend at church. So she has this nice pretty package here, and I want to open it with you guys and see what's inside. I know it's she's going to have a Zoom coming up, and it's a badge to get us ready for 2024, and I'm excited for it. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to share the link to this if you would like to purchase this for yourself as well. So it comes with this beautiful pen. Oh, this is pretty. It comes with this beautiful mirror. This is pretty. And then these workbooks. So the first workbook is Love Letters from the Heart of the Father. So, and this is the author, my girlfriend from church, Jacoby Butler. And it says, love Abba, the Father. So each day you can, there's, looks like, let's see, 30 days. So it's a 30-day, you can do this for 30 days and you'll be, or you can spread it out throughout the year. You know, just how the Lord moves you. But in this book, there's a love letter from God. Love letter from God. And then you can respond to that love letter. Journaling your thoughts. So the way she got this book is that she was listening to songs, and what she was hearing God say to her through those songs is the love letters that she wrote, is what God said to her. Those are the love letters that she wrote. And then also she has created a planner. So I do have my own planner that I have here. So I will continue to use this planner as well. But she does have a planner here, a 2024 planner. And in this planner, this would be great for me to use. Ooh, I'm just thinking about things now. This would be great for me to use for church, because I help with the church and some of their social media projects, and I am a deaconess at our church and I do things for the deaconesses. So this would be a great planner for church. So in it has the weekly planner and just let you know what's going on for that week, and then the monthly planner is there as well. And then she also has, and this will go in line with another goal that I have, but a budget and bill organizer. And it has a tracker to help you to get rid of debt. That's one thing that I wanted to do. We'll go ahead and talk about it in 2024 is I want to be more intentional and more purposeful with my finances, and I want to pay off a lot of debt in 2024. So this would be a great way to help me keep track with that. So I do appreciate that. And then this is the prayer journal. So this is the prayer journal. It says, hello, Abba. And it's a journal where you can write down your prayers. And this one actually has, it looks like it has 365 days. So you can do this for the whole year. And inside it looks like this. So if you're interested in this packet, I will link it down below so you can go to her link and do that. But I just plan to be more intentional, more purposeful, more into who I am and learning more about Patrice in 2024. And these tools will help me definitely get there. Just some other tools that I do have before I move on to my other goals regarding career and YouTube is I do have a meal planner. Y'all saw this in another video, and I plan to use this to help with the family for us to know what we are going to have each day. So it just has you know, the week on the side and then the different meals. Now I can use this for myself, but then for dinner, for breakfast and lunch, I can use these for myself and snacks. But then for dinner, this will be the family. So what we would have for dinner as a family on those different days. And then it also has this right here to shop. Now this I got from the Target dollar spot. It was $1 from Target. This only has 40 in it, but 40 sheets in it. But if you get 2, you'll have one for a whole year. So I plan to use that. And then to help me keep track of the family and what everybody has going on, I'm going to write on here what we have going on and put this on the refrigerator every week. And because my daughter, my son, myself, we have a lot of different things, my husband going on, and I can, if somebody has practice or if I have to work my part-time job or whatnot, we'll have all that here and you can see it and it could be on the refrigerator. I do have a dry erase board too that I use, and I can put that stuff up there as well. But I got that. Those are just some things that help me keep track. I just, like I said, plan to be more intentional in 2024, keeping track of things and just being mindful of my time and making sure not to waste time and just be more in tune with what's going on in life. All right, moving on to career. So my career goals in 2024, I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. I have career written down right here and I have it blank. So I am a RN, I'm a nurse, and I'm a care coordinator or a care manager. It's kind of like on the lines of case management. I help senior citizens, elderly, and then as well as employees for 2 different organizations just manage their health and helping them to keep on track with overcoming and just being able to live a sustainable life with those diagnoses. So I don't plan to try to climb any ladders or make any moves in my career upcoming in 2024. So I kind of left that blank. But what I do plan to do is just dive deeper into helping my patients. And with what I'm doing for myself, that has helped me to be able to do that. So in 2024, I just plan to go deeper into what I do right now as a nurse care manager. As a part-time job, I do work as a clinical instructor, an adjunct clinical instructor for a local college for nurses. And with that, just to be honest, I don't want to speak anything too fast, but I plan to continue to work the part-time job. But what I really want to see happen is that I move from working that part-time job to being more into this channel, giving you guys more content, being able to pour into others more through this platform. So my goal for YouTube is to continue to provide content and continue to motivate people, continue to be my authentic self, continue to share my journey, continue to inspire others, and continue to pour into myself to be able to inspire myself and motivate myself. And I want to dive deeper with that. And with that, it means less time available to my part-time job. So that's why I have to be more intentional with finances. So all this goes together. I have to be more intentional with my finances because in order to not have that little side income that I had from my part-time job, I need to be more intentional with my spending. Because I like my little side money and I like that. So I need to be more intentional with my spending so in order to be able to lean more into YouTube and not worry about that part-time job. So that's my visions for 2024 regarding my career and regarding YouTube. Maybe in 2024, YouTube will be my full-time career. So we never know. As I pour into it, we never know. But all in all, I know in 2024, I'm not going to give up. I don't want you guys to give up as well. I want us to continue to do good for ourselves, continue to pour into ourselves, continue to love ourselves. And as I always say, if you love yourself, if you pour into yourself, it will bleed out and it will overflow over to others. So I'm going to continue to pour into myself. I got these books I can read. I got my Bible. I got journaling. I got these goals for my health. I'm going to continue to pour into myself so that I can pour into you. And that's my goal. That's my vision for 2024. I'm not giving up. I don't want you to give up. We can't give up. 2024 is going to be our best year yet. And coming soon, like I said, there's going to be another video on how we can make 2024 our best year yet. So stay tuned for that. So guys, these are my goals for 2024. Reading more, journaling, focusing on my health, incorporating strength training, and maintaining consistency with this YouTube channel. Remember to celebrate your small victories along the way and don't hesitate to adapt your goals if needed. What are some of your goals, some of your visions for 2024? What are you looking forward to in 2024? How are you going to continue to do what you did in 2023, moving into 2024? Let's not give up. Let's not give up. I'm wishing you a successful and fulfilling 2024. We got this. I love you all and God bless.